All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, boys. I hope everybody's doing well. By the grace of Allah, everybody is well, inshallah. So we'll start the session. We were at this, what do you call, slide. And okay, so if anybody remembers that we were on this slide or on the other slide, was that the slide we were going to start? Anybody who can do the recap, who can tell us that when we were discussing in the last session, what were we doing? Okay, there's one hand. And all right, Abdul do you have the mic? Yes.
OJ, last talking about deficiency diseases, and we took what scurvy is and what beriberi is and what caused it and what was the missing nutrient that made it. And we also learned that why lemon juice, when it is boiled, it doesn't cure scurvy.
Good. That's nice. So were we on that slide or was there another slide? Do you recognize the slide?
No, this one is new.
So
The one above it, we took it.
okay, so we have done this one and we are going to start from here. The last slide we were discussing was about the vitamins. Now we're going to start with the deficiency diseases. All right. Okay, so let's start the presentation, and who would like to explain and read this slide? Yes, Al Hussein Nouri is raising a hand. Yes, Hussein.
Can I read?
Yes, you read and explain as well. What do you understand?
Okay. Mister, can I just open the AC and come back?
Yes, take your time. Until then, we'll give the mic to somebody else. Or is it going to be little time? Yes, he
Okay.
is. Okay.
From number one, because
Yes.
we took number. Huh?
Yes, from point one.
Okay. Deficiency diseases: scurvy, night blindness, beriberi, and rickets are all deficiency deficiency diseases.
Yes,
Two,
deficiency.
occurs our essential nutrients are not taken in enough amount. 3. In past, these diseases were common in jails, prisons, where they were given cheapest possible food. 4. Vitamin D is what when is made when skin is exposed to sunlight, so it shouldn't be def- deficient in people who spend time outside.
Yes. So what do you understand? Can you explain any of these points? Anyone?
And in number two, I understand number one.
Okay.
Oh, because we took it last week. In number two, I understood that um, I didn't understand anything. Number two, in number three and four,
Okay.
I just misunderstood.
All
In
right.
number
No.
three, the scurvy and beriberi were common in like jails and prisons
Good. So
because
let's.
they don't give them good food and stuff.
That's true. That's right. Okay, Hussein. Thank you very much. So, Yasin and Khalid are raising a hand. Let's go to Yasin. Yes, Yasin.
Yes, Mr. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I just wanted to read, but
Oh, okay. So I'll give you the next slide. Until then, please wait. Khalid is raising a hand. Yes, Khalid.
Yes, mister.
You want to explain something? You have a question?
Yes, I want to explain what understand this passage.
Yes, please. Yes, go on. We are all listening. Khalid seems to be frozen. Hello.
Yes, mister.
Yes, you wanted to explain. You can explain. We're all listening.
Okay, I, ex- I want to explain about this what is written on the board. Um, I I I understand that it occurs. People don't eat that much. Uh, People don't eat that much food. They mostly occur in jail and prison because they don't eat that much food. And
That is right. And
there's lots of diseases that caused by deficiency. There's not only these scurvy and night bites is very bad. There's a little bit more.
okay.
That's what I understand. Because
All right.
the second one, I did not understand it that much.
All right. So let me explain everything one more time. This slide says number 1 point is there are 4 different diseases that we have learned about. They are known as deficiency disease. This is not happening because of a virus or a bacteria. It's number 2 says it is happening because you were not having enough amount of essential nutrients. So your essential nutrients were missing, or they were not taken in enough amount. So you resulted in 4 disease. Number 3 point says that we experienced and we collected the data that there were many patients and they were coming from different prisons or jails because they were not given quality food. They were given just bad quality food, cheap food, which wouldn't have all the essential nutrients. So those people who've been staying there for years will develop these kind of deficiency diseases. And then the last point says that if we would allow people to walk in the sunlight or stay in the sunlight for a while, they would, they would be more healthier. So there was a law that was passed in the jails that the prisoners must be given an hour or 2 hours break time, so they can go outside in the park area, the open area, where they're exposed to sunlight, they can have some direct sunlight, and they could exercise and do different kind of activities, so they would stay healthy as well. So that would be for this what do you call it, slide. I'll go to the next slide. So Ahmed Abdul had a question, or is it? So let's give the mic to Ahmed. Yes, Ahmed.
Yes, mister. What's the title today?
The title, we are discussing deficiency diseases.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, so Yassine, you have the mic. Would you like to read this and explain it to us?
Yes. By lack of proteins, a disease called kwashiorkor develops. Symptoms are shrunk muscles are swollen and swollen belly. Deficiency. What is it called?
Deficiency. 3 voices.
Okay. Deficiency diseases can also be caused by lack of minerals intake. A shortage of calcium causes rickets, just like vitamin D. A lack of iron leads to anemia.
Very good. So let's see that there's a lack of proteins, which is called a disease called kwashiorkor. It shows that your muscle starts to get small in size. They shrunk, they are reduced, and the belly comes out like a balloon and starts swelling up. And it is not necessary that only the vitamins, lack of vitamins, can cause the disease. It could be the lack of minerals as well. Calcium is a mineral which can cause the same disease as rickets if vitamin D was, lacking. So calcium has the same effect. Iron is also a mineral, and if this is lacking, then we have anemia. Anemia is a disease where you are not having enough red blood cells. If I don't have enough red blood cells, I will not be able to provide oxygen to all of my body cells, and then I would be always tired. And I will be, you know. So this slide is showing anemia, It shows tiredness because oxygen is not going to the cells, and they have painful sores in their mouth. It's not only just a sore, it's also painful. And the nail starts to brittle. Brittle means they start breaking up like powder in small pieces. They're weak, the nails become weak. And you need many of the minerals to stay healthy, but in very little amount. So let's go to this slide. Who would like to read this slide for me? And we'll give this mic to okay, we have hands, Yasin. Yasin, we can't hear you. Or are you just moving your lips? I'll unmute you again. Did you fix your mic? Try it now, Yasin. You have muted yourself again. So Yasin, please get your mic fixed so that we can have you participating in this lesson as well. So Muhammad Al-Thaybi is raising his hand. Yes, Muhammad.
No, sir.
Hello.
Okay. Can you read?
Yes, can you?
At first, scientists assumed that taking extra vitamins would always be good for you. Later, evidence proved it to be harmful. Early Arctic evolvals were poisoned when they ate polar bear liver. It contained huge amounts of vitamin A.
All right, good. So the first thing is too much of everything is bad for us, right? This is that we have learned from the previous experiences, and scientifically it's been proven as well. The scientists used to think that if we are taking too much of vitamins, then we are going to be more healthy, which is not correct. How did we learn about this? It says that the early Arctic explorers, when they went to the North Pole, they started eating the polar bears. They had to hunt down so they could live. And the polar bear liver has a huge amount of vitamin A. So once they were taking this, let's see what happened to them in the next slide. So thank you, Muhammad. And we'll go to Omar Saleh. Would you like to read this?
Hi,
Yes. Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Yes. Would you like to read that slide for us?
Number 2,
Yes. Number 2.
pregnant women are not advised not to eat liver at all.
All right. And number 3.
Small amounts of vitamin help a baby's organs develop, but too much can be harmful.
Yes. And number 4.
Other vitamins and minerals can be harmful in large
Quantities. Good.
quantities.
So thank you very much. Okay. So if you start eating the liver of a polar bear, you are having too much of vitamin A. That actually puts a pressure on the kidneys and is bad for the other organs like digestive system and the brain as well. So the pregnant women who are carrying a baby, the baby is developing, so they're advised not to eat liver at all. They can have a little bit of it, but not as a proper meal because uh, even the small amounts of vitamin A is bad for the baby's organs development. So if you're having too much of it, then obviously the baby's gonna have the effect, a negative effect on his body. Other vitamins and minerals can be harmful in large quantities. So anything which is in too much excess is gonna be bad for us. We'll go to the next slide. This is the end of the session. We're going to go through the important points, and I'll give the mic to Sami. Would you like to read the summary of it?
Mister, can go to the another slide, or I have one like to write it.
The other slide will be the end of the session.
Okay.
So you know what to read. Okay, he says, okay, so I'll give this to Yasin. Yasin says his mic is fixed. So yes.
Mister, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Finally.
Do I need to read this?
Yes, if you would like to.
Okay. Scientists use creative thinking to develop new explanation. 2. Their ideas needs to be tested to check there is evidence to support them. 3. When people don't get enough of an essential nutrient, they may develop a deficiency disease. Deficiency disease can often be cured by supplying the missing nutrient.
All right, good effort, good work. So Yasin said that the first thing scientists have to create and or develop a creative thinking so that they can give an explanation. Sometimes we have to, make a guess as well, and that is called hypothesis or hypothesis. So that you are actually coming up with an explanation that you think that this is happening because of this. Then this idea has to be tested to check if it is correct or right or wrong. When people don't get enough of an essential nutrient, they might develop a deficiency disease. This is, a fact now. We all know this. And the fourth point is deficiency disease can be cured if we keep on supplying the missing nutrient. Like scurvy was happening because of lack of vitamin C. So if we keep on providing some, vitamin C in good amount to the patient, the scurvy can be cured. I'll try to show a small video clip on the same subject, but we have to start a new session, which is, okay, hold on, just give me a minute. I'll try to open up a small video clip on the subject. And it is called Deficiency Diseases. Okay. Where is the clip? Okay. So I'm going to I have that link and let me see. Okay. Can you see the new screen? Can anybody see the new screen? With the voice, let me check the voice. Okay. Is this visible? All right. My voice is lagging. That means some of my internet is unstable. Can you check now? Is the video working?
Blood? What's wrong with me? You are suffering from a deficiency disease. Deficiency disease? What's that?
Welcome to the lesson on deficiency diseases. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the diseases caused by the deficiency of minerals and vitamins.
Hi there, I'm your host Gina, and welcome to your favorite show Q&A, where you can discuss your problems, queries and doubts. So let's get started. This letter is from Mel. He writes, Hi Gina, I am Mel. I enjoy eating dishes made from rice, wheat and potato. I feel that I'm eating nutritious food, but Mom doesn't seem to agree. She insists that I should also eat beans, peas and fruits. I hate vegetables. Please tell me how to convince her that I'm eating nutritious food.
So do you guys agree that the boy is eating right, or there's a problem? Anybody who would like to? So yes, he is saying, okay, no. So someone says there is a problem, so let's look into it. What does the doctor have to say?
Hey, you are just like me, Mel. I too enjoy eating anything that's made from rice, wheat and potato. But I also eat other vegetables and fruits that really aren't my favorite, as I know that a single food item cannot contain all the nutrients. Wheat, for instance, is rich in carbohydrates, but lacks nutrients like proteins and fats. So if you just eat wheat products, your body will not get all the nutrients required for healthy growth. If this continues for a long time, you may suffer from deficiency of proteins and fats, which will ultimately lead to deficiency diseases. Mel, since you were growing up, your body requires a lot of proteins, and if it doesn't get that, you may experience stunted growth, swelling of the face, discoloration of hair, skin diseases, and diarrhea. Similarly, a lack of proteins and carbohydrates can halt your growth completely and make you so thin and weak that you'll be barely able to move. Mel, to grow into a tall, healthy man, you need to eat a balanced diet and keep deficiency diseases at bay. The next question is from Sia, via email. She writes, Hello Gina, my name is Sia. I'm very sad as Ria, my best friend, can't play with me. She says that she is having a headache and is feeling weak and tired. Also, she has changed a lot. Her nails and face have become pale and there are dark patches under her eyes. Sia, these are symptoms of anemia, a disease caused by lack of iron in diet. To avoid anemia, one should have a balanced diet that includes iron-rich food items such as apples, raisins, and fish. Question via email, this time from Sam. He says that he is sad that his mother is not allowing him to play with his cousins at his aunt's place anymore. I wonder why. Ah, here is the answer to that. His cousins have got a kitten. Blinky and Sam has been giving all his milk to her as he doesn't like drinking milk. He says his mother is angry with that. as she thinks that he should drink all his milk so that he grows up with strong bones. Well, Sam, I must confess that your mother is right. Milk contains calcium, which helps strengthen the teeth and bones. When you are growing up, your bones also increase in size and are being remodeled constantly. To have sufficient calcium in your diet, you should say yes to milk, eggs, and other dairy products. If you don't take in sufficient calcium, it could lead to tooth decay. Also, your bones become weak and brittle. I hope that with this answer, all of you, including Sam, will start taking in sufficient calcium in your diet. The next letter is from Mina. She writes, "Hi Gina, I've seen this strange lady in my area with a really huge lump in her throat, as if she has swallowed a pumpkin, and it kind of got stuck in her throat. I would like to know what caused it. Could you tell me?" Well, Mina, the lady in question, must be suffering from goiter, a disease caused due to iodine deficiency in adults. In case of goiter, the gland in front of the neck gets swollen, making it bulge. Iodine deficiency in childhood may lead to stunted mental and physical development. The easiest way of avoiding iodine deficiency is through the use of iodized salt at home. This next question is from Nina. She writes, "Hello Gina, I'm sending you 2 pictures of Mr. Pinto, a gardener in my school. This is how he looked 8 years ago, and this is how he looks now. I would like to know why he changed into a stick man. One more thing. Earlier, Mr. Pinto used to be quite active, but now he says he has no energy to do work. Nina, I think Mr. Pinto is suffering from beriberi, a disease caused when your body is deficient in vitamin B1. Excessive weight loss and weak muscles are signs of this disease. That's why Mr. Pinto appears like a stick man. Persons suffering from beriberi also feel weak all the time. Mr. Pinto, Nina, to avoid suffering the same fate as Mr. Pinto, you should ensure that you eat vitamin B1 rich foods like beans, corn, eggs, and meat. Lots of questions being asked today. Let's take a look at the next one. It's from Dil. He asks, "Gina, what is night blindness?" Dil, night blindness is a disease caused due to the deficiency of vitamin A. Symptoms of this disease include poor vision in dim light, at dusk, or in moonlight. Eating food rich in vitamin A like carrots, mangoes, butter, and egg yolk help avoid this disease. Hey, we've got a caller online. Hello?
Gina, I have just spotted a human come alien.
Who are you?
My name is Venus, and I have just seen this boy with bent bones. He looked so much like an alien. I bet no one has ever seen a sight like that before.
The child you saw happened to be suffering from rickets, a disease caused by vitamin D deficiency.
How do you know that it's rickets?
Well, bent bones are the telltale signs of rickets. You see, when bones don't get enough of vitamin D, they become soft and weak and are not able to carry the weight of the body, as a result, bending them. To avoid rickets, never say no to eggs, fish, milk, and butter, as they are rich in vitamin D. Also, expose yourself to the sun early in the morning or in the evening.
Oh, I thought I have made a new discovery.
Hey, don't get disheartened. Who knows? Tomorrow, you might really make a great discovery. The last question is from Andrew. He wants to know why some people have red, swollen gums. Well, Andrew, gums of some people appear red because they are bleeding. Bleeding and swollen gums are signs of scurvy. Similarly, if wounded gums take a lot of time to heal, chances are that you are suffering from scurvy, a deficiency disease that is caused by lack of vitamin C in diet. Without vitamin C, the capillary walls in the gums become weak and the fine blood capillaries burst when one uses a hard toothbrush to clean them. To avoid scurvy, you need to eat a lot of vitamin C-rich fresh fruits like oranges, tomatoes, amla, lemons, and guavas. Andrew, I hope you've got the answer to your question. Folks, it's time to wrap up the show. Keep those questions coming. Bye.
All right, and we have challah is a kind of a fruit. I think it's I haven't seen it as well. So Google about it. I hope it's a fruit or a vegetable. So Abdul Samad has a question. Yes, Abdul Samad.
No, mister, I was just raising my hand to tell you that your voice was lagging just 5 minutes ago.
Okay, so during the video, did it lag or was it all right?
No, it was good.
Okay, alhamdulillah, that was nice. So let's wrap up the session. We are done with this. So the next coming sessions would be a bit different. There was actually let me go back to the slide and I'll stop the recording and the session is over.